this virtual office is how do you cope with meetings? Now Skype is great for a one-on-one kind of thing, but what if you want to do a presentation and collaborate on maybe a document or kind of have a round table, or how do you do that? Well, there are some services out there, web-based services. Windows Live Meeting is one. I happen to like GoToMeeting. That's what we use here, and that's kind of what I was going to talk about this evening is GoToMeeting. There's some others as well, but GoToMeeting, we use it here. Our cost is $49 a month, and we can host unlimited number of meetings per month for that $49, and we can have up to 15 attendees. So the way it works is that there's a new version of it just came out also, and it works on the Mac. Just tried it out today. Works great. I'm very, very pleased with, that GoToMeeting did a great job with the Mac, the OS X GoToMeeting client. But the way it works is you install the GoToMeeting software on your PC, and it can also integrate with Outlook, so you can schedule a meeting and invite attendees to your GoToMeeting conference. And they'll receive an email with the meeting ID number. There's also gives you a phone number for the voice portion of the conference as well. So they're hosting the voice as well. And it's only $49 a month, no additional charge. And very, very, very simple to use. And once you set up the meeting, you would then normally set your the host, that being you, the initiator of the meeting, would set up screen sharing and that sort of thing. Just kind of just click of a button, and then the guests, or the attendees rather, they basically go to GoToMeeting, click Join Meeting, and it's going to install an ActiveX control on the Mac. It installs a small application. They enter the meeting ID number, and boom, they're in there and they're seeing your screen. They're dial into the phone number, and then off you go. And you can do the presentation. You can give control of the mouse and keyboard to somebody else. So maybe we're doing some training on some software ever, and we've got a vendor on the phone. They can jump in and remote control the software for part of a demo. However we want to do that. We can also record the meeting, and that could be converted to a WMV file, so you can play that back. You can host it, and that file, make it available after meeting for training purposes. So all that's available with GoToMeeting, and that's a real incredible value. So you can we use it also for remote controlling other PCs. We have a client who might be having an issue. We can have them start a GoToMeeting. We can start a GoToMeeting session, and then we can make them the presenter. And when that happens, we can suddenly see their desktop, and then they can give us mouse and keyboard controls, and we can take over. So there's actually some dual functionality there, and that works out pretty doggone well to do some remote troubleshooting and that sort of thing. And again, it's only $49 a month, and that makes it ideal. Excuse me a second. Gots to have my coffee. But I think the ability to record the meetings, there's no software to buy. Everything works very, very seamlessly with GoToMeeting. We've used it now for about 2 years. It's a wonderful sales tool, and this is, I think, the big thing is the price of fuel goes up. Everything's going up. Airline tickets, car rentals, motel rooms. The product like GoToMeeting can make a lot of travel totally unnecessary, and you're more effective because you can cover a lot more ground on the phone and with GoToMeeting doing presentations than you would out necessarily for an appointment. I mean, you can conduct a whole lot of business on this thing. So it's a wonderful tool and a way to save money using technology. You know, $49 is less a month is less than 1 tank of gas a month. And you know, if you can save yourself and your employees can your salespeople can save some time and travel expense and be able to make a presentation, you should be taking advantage of something like GoToMeeting. So you have Skype, and you're making phone calls. You're talking to your other co-workers, your employees. You're doing video conferencing with them. You've talked to a client. You want to maybe cover an issue with, you know, maybe you want to do a presentation for your bank or your company. You can use a product like GoToMeeting. It's as long as they have a broadband connection, jump right on there. You know, do a bring up your PowerPoint presentation, run it right over GoToMeeting. And now you're being very, very effective with technology, and you're saving a whole ton of cash to boot. And I think people, you know, appreciate that. You know, you get right to the meeting, you get right to the information, you can record it and make it available to them at a later time. You know, they can watch it over and over again. You can save this stuff in a library then for training purposes. When you get maybe new employees, they can sit and watch some of these GoToMeeting seminars or webinars as they're called. And now you've got an effective training tool. So you got something new to show a brand new hire there, and I think that is really, really, really strong. So we've covered. Now there are other products. There's Windows Live Meeting. I wanted to mention that Microsoft is going to be offering a hosted version of Live Meeting. It works very, very similar to GoToMeeting, and it's only going to be, I want to say $7.50 a month per user per month for Windows Live Meeting. Now, I haven't really worked with Windows Live Meeting, so I cannot speak really intelligently about its feature set versus GoToMeeting. GoToMeeting is owned by Citrix, and obviously they know their way around all this sort of stuff very well. And it's, like I said, we've used it for 2 years and seen a lot of improvements in speed and connectivity, and just keeps getting better. And another interesting thing, unlike a lot of other vendors, whenever they make an improvement, I got to give a big kudo to GoToMeeting for this. They don't raise the price. They keep improving and making additions. You know, they came out with the Mac client. They've added more goodies to this thing, and they've kept the price at $49 a month. When I first signed up for it, you could have 10 attendees. Now it's 15. So they've increased it by 50%. Didn't raise the price. Added more features and functionalities, didn't raise the price. So I think that's really, really strong. And it's so easy to schedule meetings, and it works nice with, plays very, very nice with Outlook and some other applications as well. So take a look and and I'm not selling GoToMeeting here, guys. Just telling you what I use. I think it's a smart way to save money on travel expense and get a presentation done